Hello everybody and welcome back to another new vlog. Thank you for joining me once again. Today I'm here at Lichfield Cathedral, which is just across the road from me at the moment, and I'll show you that in a minute. But really I'm not here for the cathedral itself. Really I'm here for the new camera backpack that I've bought, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So this here is the new backpack, and you'll notice on the far side of it there is my tripod sitting on the outside of it. That's the tripod I spoke to you about in my last vlog last week. Just a quick disclaimer here. I bought the camera bag and the tripod together on exactly the same day. So I paid for this with my own money. There's no sponsorship here. But this is the Manfrotto PL backloader backpack, and this is the small size. Now the reason I bought the small size is there is an actual medium size of that bag as well, but I tried the medium, had a look at it when I was in the shop looking at the bags and tripods to buy, and I decided that the medium size tripod was far too big for what I needed. So instead I chose the small size because I think it fits perfectly with what I need, and it's just the right size and weight comparison for me to carry around. So on this bag you'll notice there's a strap on the other side. I can use that to strap on another tripod if I wanted to carry a second tripod, or a water bottle if it was too large for the pockets themselves. And as you look down the side here, there are very large expandable pockets for things like water bottles and tripods. At the moment I've got in that pocket the pouch there in which I normally keep my Rode wireless microphone setup. On the front of the bag here there is a zip which opens up a pouch where I can hold notebooks, my phone, keys, my wallet, various things like that. It's not a very big pouch, but it's big enough that it will do the job for those few things that I might need to carry around with me and keep secure. Now turning the bag around, you'll notice they've got these two zips on the very top of it. Now they are very, very strong tags which I can use to add a padlock to the zips if I wanted to add extra security for the bag. With this being a backloader bag, I don't feel it's necessary to do that. I felt like a backloader bag was a very good choice for me because while I'm doing all of these YouTube vlogs and travelling around various locations, I'm using public transport quite a lot. And I find that sometimes if I've got a front loading bag and I've got the bag on my back, if the trains or buses are busy, then it would be easy for somebody to access all of my gear from the front of the bag without me even noticing. So that's the reason that I bought a backloader backpack. On the top of the bag there's also a zip compartment which I can open up and access my gear from the top of the bag. However, that also has one of these very strong zip locks on it, and it also has already applied a padlock that I can padlock the top of that zip up if I wanted to. Again, it's something that I don't feel is necessary at this point. However, I will consider doing that in the future because I think that's a really, really good security feature for a bag like this. Also, you'll notice now that I've managed to fold the zip and the lock away in a little compartment on the side of the bag as well, so nobody could see that and try and get into it by using the trying to break open the lock, because obviously it's not obvious that there's a lock there. So that does actually keep the bag quite safe. Opening up the bag here, we're going to go through the kit now so you can see what I've got here. So just here I've got the RF 24-105 L series lens, which I carry around with me all the time, and that's a great lens for both wide angle photography and also slight zoom photography as well, where you want to zoom in a little bit but not too far. And next to that, of course, I've got the 100-400mm USM lens. That's not actually an L series lens, but as far as I'm concerned it's as good as an L series because of the quality of the images that I get out of it. And then next, moving along to this lens here, this is the 24-50mm lens that I bought when I bought the R8 camera a few months back. And you'll notice that there is the R8 itself just sitting there, and at the moment it's got the tripod mount on the top, on the underside of it. So when I put that onto the tripod, it's just a case of clipping that on and tightening up the tripod head. And then moving on, here we've got a light meter that I always carry with me, but for some reason I don't very often use. That's a Seconic light meter, which I love. And there's a cloth there for cleaning, and a spare microphone in case I run out of juice while I'm recording the vlog. And then the last but not least, I've got a bunch of filters here which I can use for the graduated neutral density filters and neutral density filters, and also polarizing filter that I often use for my landscape photography. And basically that's the inside of the bag. Oh, just one more thing I've got to show you as well. Up here on the inside flap, I've got pouches for memory cards, spare batteries and cables for charging, and there's a sync cable there that I use when I want to take a long exposure photograph, and basically I just plug that into the camera and I can hold the shutter down by using that particular cable. And as well as that, there's a pouch on the back of here where I can also put a 15-inch laptop if I wanted to carry that with me as well on photo trips. Now obviously I don't carry that but it's a perfect option there for carrying my laptop around with me if I was editing on the go. I could also put a tablet in there if I wanted to. So that behind me is Lichfield Cathedral, where I am now. I'm going to pop inside there and try and take a few photos in there. I don't know whether I can actually shoot any video footage in there. I have done in the past, but I think it might be a little bit frowned upon. However, I'll give it a try anyway. So I'm going to pop in there and have a look around. So it was impossible to record anything in there. I was told as I walked through the door that photography was perfectly okay so long as it was for personal use, which as far as I'm concerned it is for personal use. It just so happens that if you guys happen to see the footage that I record as well at the same time, then that's the way it is, I'm afraid. But as I walked around, what I discovered was there was a James Bond musical score being performed there tonight, and while I was in there they were actually doing a last minute rehearsal for tonight's performance. So there were a lot of people standing around just watching what was going on, and parts of the cathedral were blocked off because of recording equipment that they'd got in there for tonight's performance. So I couldn't really record an awful lot in there. I tried to. I think I managed to get a couple of video shots of some B-roll of the performance going on there, rehearsal, and you might be able to recognise some of the music from James Bond theme tunes. I also managed to take a few photos in there, but obviously I couldn't get around the whole of the cathedral because of the rehearsal that was going on. So I hope you like the images, and I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog about the new bag that I've bought. This is the Manfrotto PL backloader, and it's the small size, like I said earlier. So if you have enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and also please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again on another vlog very soon. Bye for now.